Hello, everyone. I want to share with you my blog with discussion of technology integration. This was actually my favorite blog to do. I just attended today KY Go Digital, which was a huge conference and summit with over 500 educators, where we came and we just learned about new resources and got ignited for learning for our kids about technological and digital resources. So, first of all, technology, it's there, meaning our students' world, and it always has been. My students don't remember not having internet. I'll say, "Oh, you guys don't even know the struggles of dial-up," and they're like, "Dial-up? What's dial-up?" And I'm like, dial-up internet, where you say to yourself, please don't let anyone call because we won't get connected to the internet. So that's not their world. Their world is digital. Why are we trying to teach them in a world about a world that they don't know? So one of the presenters today talked about that the structure of early public education was actually to prepare 1900s factory workers to be obedient and focused. Well, we're not preparing factory workers in the 1900s anymore. So, what we need to do is empower our students with the tools they need for their world today, and that is technology. So, I say that if they can own it, they've learned it. So, own it to learn it. And one of the ways they can own it is through technology. So when I was listening to the song, one of the videos that Dr. Maxwell posted, was listening to the lyrics, and this really got me. You might not like it because we grew up fast. Prepare us for the future, not your past. Okay, and so we've got you and your in here twice, you being the teacher. But guess who it's not about? It's not about you or the teacher. It's about us being the students. It's about them. How are we preparing for them for the future? This picture is not what the classrooms look like anymore. That's not what their world looks like when they leave the classroom. So we've got to empower them with what their world is going to look like while they're in school. So as I said, yesterday is not today. In a TED talk, Kayla Delzer said, we're seeing the same type of classrooms and the same type of learning environments standing up to 70 years. So I kind of put these two pictures next to one another as a joke, like classroom, early 1900s, classroom, early 2010s. This doesn't make any sense at all, right? These are not the same classrooms. We know that these pictures don't make sense. But we're still doing what we've always done. And that is not allowing our students to feel empowered and own their learning, thus learning best. So, again, with these song lyrics, is this the legacy we want to leave with our students? In the song, it said, called home to tell his parents about the school's outrage that he tried to post the essay to his Facebook page, hoping more people could read those words. Because an audience of one, well, that's so absurd. And that was a really powerful example to me of what we're doing is not what the kids want nor need. They want to be heard. They want to be a part of their community. They want to be a part of their world and contribute to it. And social media, Facebook in this case, is one of those ways to do that. But we're like, no, you can't do that. Or that won't work. We have to give them all the options. And there are so many. So personalized learning is their learning. In the Microsoft Education video, it said one of the things about OneNote used on these laptops is students are able to use it in a way that fits their learning styles. This is allowing them to own their learning through technology. That is so empowering. You are creating, you are designing, you are planning. That's you. That says, I can do this. And it was super powerful, I felt, when the teacher said, it makes them unafraid to fail because the possibilities are endless. As it says in this quote, the question isn't, can you? It's, will you? You can do anything. And I'm not saying just with technology, but it really makes the world so much bigger. And that's going to be their world. Why are we keeping them from it? So, how can we release the power from the teacher and empower the student? So, first of all, Kayla Delzer said, teachers don't need to master every single app or every single tool before we hand it over to the students. I think that's one of the things that I definitely struggle with is, oh, I've got to like anticipate every problem or every question they're going to have. No, I don't. Let's learn in a collaborative environment. So she says, let's use the student teaching student model or student teaching teacher, as it tends to be in my case. Let them figure it out together and show each other and create this community like they're going to have in the real world. I want to talk for a moment about Genius Hour. I learned about this today, and then ironically enough, saw it in this TED Talk that I'm using for the blog. Oh my gosh, it's all about passion. And what is more empowering than talking about your passions? And so, Genius Hour, I really want you to check it out. Go to Google Genius Hour, and there's so much cool stuff. But it's essentially giving 20% of your time. It's in a Google initiative. 20% of your time in the classroom, which is, I know, a lot, an hour a week, but just hear me out. And letting kids explore what they want to talk about. So look that up. But she says if it's right for kids, it's right. So if kids have phones, it's right for us to have them in the classroom. If kids are on social media, it's right for us to have it in the classroom. The problem's not social media, it's off task behavior. The problem's not, technology in the classroom. It is inappropriate comments on Google Slides or whatever, but we're always dealing with that. We can do this. We can empower them in their learning. So, what if effective technology integration for empowering? What's it look like? So, it means transforming your classroom into an environment. That's key here. Environment where they're engaged in real world critical thinking tasks that involve us collaborating together, a community. So, my concluding thoughts are from Kayla Delzer: don't be the four walls that hold your kids back or limit their learning. That's not your job. We're here to make the world accessible to them. Let them own their learning through technology. They're empowered, they're owning it, they're going to go out in the world and do big things. So here are my references. Thank you.